Okay, activity 1 of 5. Take a couple of minutes to explore the home page. What do you think you can do here? What do you think this site is about? Move on to the next task after this time has passed and you've finished answering these questions. So I've got 2 minutes. So, Canada Life investments. Okay, so some sort of financial investment company. Over their solutions. They've got funds. They've got the cookies there. Accept that. So Canada Life is some sort of investment company. So yes, if you've got some money you want to invest in certain investment products, presumably you can do it here. Design looks nice, very sort of subdued and sort of professional in that sense. Sensible, and not too sort of attention grabbing slash all over the place. Clearly they spent a lot of money on their website, and yeah, looks good, I suppose. Just looking at their the writing at the bottom of the page. Yeah, okay. So yeah, there we go. Authorised and regulated by the FCA. We've got limited company numbers. Yeah, okay. So they're clearly a real thing. Yeah. Okay. So next, in your own words, what does this website offer? Opportunities to invest money into various financial products and services, I suppose. So what's happened to the top menu? That's odd. How did that disappear? Right, okay, that's really strange. The fact that the top navigation rolled up into this little thing here. Why would it do that? Why would I want it to do that? That's nuts. Okay, sorry, yes. What does this website offer? So yeah, I mean essentially financial products. So I can see. I was coming up to the top here to try and look at the products that were offered. And obviously the menu disappeared. There it is. I don't understand why that disappears. So I'm not. To be honest, I'm not really 100% sure what multi-asset solution is, except that it sounds like some sort of packaged product whereby the money that you invest isn't just in one type of investment, it's in several. So I'm assuming that's what that means, although I've not heard the term multi-asset solution before in this context. So yeah, I'm not really sure how to expand on that really. I guess if I had a significant amount of money to invest, so in order to grow that cash, then yes, I would be looking at a provider like this to manage those investments. I guess particularly just because someone's got money doesn't mean they know what investments are best to protect that money. Take a minute to check out and explore the rest of the site like you normally would. In your own words, is there anything that makes you want to explore further? Please explain your answer. Okay, I'm going to, so 3 minutes. I'm going to look at what multi-asset solutions mean. Oh, hello. What's this? Okay, right, that makes a bit more sense now. So essentially, I mean, I don't know how legally binding this sort of agreement is. I suspect not very. They're saying you essentially have to know what you're doing in order to read the website. Yeah, I suspect that's not very binding. Can I click off it? No. I'm clicking off it in a moment and that doesn't go anywhere. So I wonder if there's any way to remove that without clicking I agree. Um, anyway, okay, and here we go. The menu's disappeared again. Multi-asset solutions. Yeah. So just reading the top bit here. Yes, okay, so they're offering pretty much what I thought it was offering. Um, and obviously there's a manager who manages it for you. I don't know how much the fees are for this sort of thing. So they aim to achieve a positive return of cash plus 5% per annum, I presume, not PAs per annum, over a full market cycle. I'm not sure what a full market cycle is, but that's fine. Um, so, that menu, I don't understand why that can't just stay there. That's very frustrating. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this is stuff that I'd really have to spend quite a bit of time looking into to actually even sort of understand exactly what they're saying. I mean, I'm sure it's not rocket science, but it does kind of presuppose a certain level of knowledge that I don't have about this whole area of sort of investments and so on. Um, I mean, really, there's not much that makes me want to explore further at the moment because it's quite hard work. As I say, it does assume a level of knowledge that I don't have. And you know, as the pop up at the beginning explicitly makes clear, it's not aimed at me anyway. Um, it's aimed at professionals in this industry. Um, no, there isn't anything that makes me want to explore further for that reason. In your own words, is there anything that would make you leave the site right now? Why or why not? I mean, yeah, I'm sure the site. I mean, I'm looking at the sort of the structure of the site. It seems fine. This menu is infuriating. I have to say, like literally, I have no idea why any rational person would design it like this. I mean, possibly, you know, on a mobile that makes sense because we've got a limited amount of screen space. That's not true on a computer. I mean, I've got it's a 1080p screen here, um, and there's loads of room, particularly to have that menu. So anyway, is there anything that make you leave the site? That wouldn't make me leave the site. It would just make me irritable. I think, you know, that's pretty obvious so far. Um, oh wow. Um, so is there anything that make me leave the site right now? Just as I say, just the fact that it's not actually aimed at someone like me. I mean, I'm assuming that if I were a professional in this line of work, then um, all of this would be pertinent information um, that I would need in order to assess whether Canada Life Investments offers products that I would find useful. Um, However, obviously, I don't know that, so I can't really pretend. All I can really say is that um, it looks like a professional company. Everything, you know, all the company numbers. I'm I I thought that FCA dealt out numbers as well. So if that's the case, I'm surprised that number isn't there. But I may well be wrong there. Um, we've got contact details. Um, I'm sure I've heard of Canada Life before now as well. Um, Founded in 1847. There you go. So yes, clearly been around and is here for the long term. Um, so no, assuming I were a professional, I don't think there's anything here that would make me leave the site. Particularly if I'm using it in a sort of professional context, everything seems fair enough apart from the menu there. So yeah. Overall, did the offerings on the website exceed, meet, or fall short of your initial impressions? Please explain your answer. So, I suppose I didn't have any. My initial impressions, but this is a professional, credible company based on the website, and all the clues are there. Um, it absolutely seems sort of credible, and so sure it met those expectations in that sense. Um, as I say, I'm assuming that there's enough information on here that if I were a professional, that I would find all the answers I needed in order to figure out whether I should approach Canada Life um, to look after my investments, or to look after investments for my clients. Um, but I don't have enough information to really kind of like make that judgment call. I would hope that that would be um, in the mindset of the people who uh, design the site, or specifically um, specified what information needs to be on here. I mean, it's all very sort of dry. It's all very dry. The content, there are no sort of massive sort of call to actions on here at all. And to be honest, I'm assuming that's what people are after, um, as opposed to a big red button saying "call us now" for whatever. Um, so yes, it met my personal expectations, I suppose.